Kids First Film Critics. Hi there, I'm Eshaan M reporting for Kids First. Today, I am thrilled to be talking with actor Colin O'Donoghue and executive producer Marc Guggenheim about the third installment of DreamWorks' Tales of Arcadia trilogy, Wizards. Hi Colin, hi Marc, how are you?
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
So, this is such a massive project and a finale to this trilogy. So, I guess this is a question for both of you. What do you hope audiences will take away from this series after watching these last episodes?
Colin?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, I think for Douxie, for somebody who's been spending, I guess, 900 years or whatever it is to try and, win Merlin's sort of affirmation and acceptance and all that kind of stuff, I think, I hope that people will take, some sort of idea of hope from it, you know what I mean? And I think, for me it was so much fun to get to play two different versions of Douxie in the which was amazing, and hopefully people will, I'm blown away by the animation and everything in it, so I think that it's an incredible show, so hopefully people will really love it.
I hope people love it too. I'm hoping that people are satisfied by the ending, but also surprised. I think one of the things that makes these shows special is we don't always, zig where most people would zag. I think, the ending of Wizards is, I think it's very, very different from what people are expecting. I wish I could talk more about it actually, but it would spoil not just the show, but some fun stuff that we'll have to talk about later.
So, I guess my question can apply to both of you. So, what is the biggest challenge that you faced in your roles, respectively, as director and actor?
Colin?
For me, it was, I had never done an animation before, before I did the couple of scenes or whatever in Trollhunters, and it was about, it's a completely different way of acting, really. It's, normally you try to be as subtle as you can on camera and stuff, and you can't do that for animation. So that was a big learning for me, was to realize that I could be as big as I could possibly be, and that's where the animators then animate to the heightened whatever style of voice that you use. So it was great fun, and then when you get into it, it's so much fun.
It's funny, just to sort of, follow on from that, one of the things that is so enjoyable about working on this trilogy is the fact that there's so many actors who had never done voice acting before. And that, to sort of watch, you and the other actors go through that creative evolution is always very, very satisfying. To answer your question, Eshaan, what's the most challenging thing? I find, honestly, it kind of depends on each episode, but overall, the challenge sort of I always feel the most acutely is I never want to let Guillermo del Toro down. He sets the bar really high, and it's not like you're afraid of him yelling at you. It's actually his passion is so infectious that you really don't. It's like playing for a coach, and you don't want to let the coach down.
So I have a question for Colin this time. So what was a typical day shooting the series? Any fun stories?
Oh, working on this? Well, it's a funny one because I live in Ireland, so I pretty much recorded most of my stuff here, miles and miles, thousands of miles away from anybody else involved in the project, and it's you're kind of in the booth on your own, sort of Skyping with people. But I weirdly, I really, really enjoyed it because you just sort of, you get to sort of go off in your own mind, and you're not worried about people really sort of seeing you and watching you, whatever, performance-wise. So it was a lot of fun. But it's kind of weird being so far away from where everybody was, and we'd have to try and arrange times that would suit where it wouldn't be the middle of the night for me, and it'd be early morning for those guys in LA and whatever. But that was kind of it.
My question is for Mark. So, help me understand how you choose a film to executive produce. So, what do you look for in a script or a story, and why did you decide to be involved with Wizards?
Ooh, good question. That's a really good question. For me, it usually is a mix of the people involved and just whether or not the project sort of speaks to me. Like in the case of the Trollhunter franchise, I really wanted to work with Guillermo del Toro. But the material also really spoke to me. My sort of barometer is just like, if something sort of comes my way, I try to like sort of just live with it for a few days. And I find that if my brain is sort of, as my mind is wandering, like if I'm in the car back when we used to do that, and or in the shower or something, if my mind sort of wanders to the project and ideas start to come, that is usually how I know it's the right thing for me. That's this was such a vibrant, huge world that Guillermo created that I just it was like it felt like being in a playground.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Eshaan M from Kids First, and we just interviewed Colin O'Donoghue and Marc Guggenheim about the upcoming installment to the Tales of Arcadia trilogy, Wizards. The show releases on August 7th on Netflix. Look out for Colin. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for my upcoming reviews and interviews, as well as those of my fellow Kids First film critic compadres. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!